Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 3 in this series between Lin and Th000. We see Lin spawning as the blue orc over here on the top left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, on the bottom right we have Th000 spawning as the red human. Human versus orc in this 1v1 matchup, as we will most likely be once again looking at an archmage going up against a blade master. What can we expect to see in this matchup? Grunts, footmen, water elementals, slow raiders, kodo beast, and snare, all of that jazz. Blade master, doing what he does best, doing hit and run tactics, probably a shadow hunter as well, doing a bit of healing wave and hexing. And just because I made such bold predictions, I'm like about 50% sure this is not going to go in the direction that I think it is. So let's see what's going to be unpacking here. Let's see if my first prediction will be right. Is it going to be a Blade Master versus an Archmage? Let's take a look at behind door number 1. It is a Blade Master. Behind door number 2, it is an Archmage. And well, I have my job for at least another game. Now, thank you to everyone who has been leaving me comments, liking my videos, subscribing. It definitely does help. Thank you to the additional Patreon partners as well. Patreon is definitely filling in the gaps as ad revenue has dropped about 70% due to some, well, childish rants from other gaming channels, thereby hurting all of us. So yes, it does in fact hurt everyone. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening here. One key thing you do notice is that there is not a barracks. We don't see a barracks from Th000, and what does this possibly mean? Well, it means that it is going to be a very, very fast tier 2, and what is going to be that follow-up play? Archmage also has a good number of peasants for militia, and this is a building or a build that I haven't seen in quite some time. You're going to clear out the 533 creep camp fairly fast here, and we'll see whether or not these militia will go back to work and whether or not we'll actually try and clear out this expansion location. My guess is probably not, just because you don't have the necessary lumber. You can see 305 right now, and 0 lumber as the lumber mill is being added. That you do see the barracks off to the north right here, as all of these workers are now heading back. Now, what is that Archmage really looking to do? It does have Claws of Attack +6, but it doesn't have very much of anything else. Blade Master going to get an easy swipe there as the Archmage still wandering around, perhaps hoping to put pressure onto those orc burrows. The Blade Master is still sitting just at level 1. It looked as though he did get at least one kill there, and the militia may try and clear out this expansion or this creep camp right here, as that would definitely help him out. All he's really doing though is he's buying time, getting a little bit more mana, and just trying to wander around every which way. Grunt shows up to the party. Blade Master going to get one additional swipe in as the Blade Master now tries to double back around. Archmage does spot right there, drops a water elemental, and now, well, you see a little bit more action going down. All right, militia still wandering around here. Where is this militia going? The militia is just trying to, well, act as a little bit of a scout here. Blade Master, oh, militia right there now trying to purposely run back. Will he be able to get away? Blade Master now going after the 311 creep camp as the Archmage picks up Boots of Speed. Now, lumber mill is already done. The tech to tier 2 may actually surprise his opponent, as we are going to be going into Quill Beast. Archmage now getting in some shots there. Archmage knows that, hey, you know what? I can actually outrun you guys, so let me try and get some damage onto this Grunt here. Water Elemental bringing up the rear, as we do see level 2 now go down on that Archmage. Archmage going to have that Brilliance Aura and will be regenerating that mana fairly fast, as the remaining units are now pulling back away from that those Null Archers, or Null Poachers. Back across here, we see the Grunts now heading back off to the north. Footmen, Water Elementals, still putting in a little bit of pressure, and the follow-up play, I believe, has to be a Beastmaster. Mountain King. All right, so Mountain King going to be the follow-up play. Although you would normally try and put pressure with those Quill Beasts, since you are taking the tier 2 so fast, but we already see the Altar of Elders already down as well. Interesting opening, as both sides are now taking the tier 2, or already at tier 2 strong, and we should be looking at, yes, a speed building of that Arcane Sanctum. Water Elemental trying to slowly get away. Will it get far enough? That is the big question. They're down to 253 hit points. Meanwhile, Archmage trying to hold the center. Gonna go ahead and aggro those creeps purposefully as the Blade Master still sitting at level 1. All right, pulling back those units once more. Blade Master gonna get in some easy shots as the creep camp was completely separated. That was a little bit of a gift by Th000, minimizing the damage now as he now comes back the other way. All right, Th000 realizing, hey, if those grunts did engage against those Null Wardens and that Null Overseer at the right opportunity or right time, their damage is going to be mitigated very, very heavily. All right. Water Elemental is in position, getting in some damage onto that Blade Master. Blade Master down to 518 hit points. Not much to really worry about in terms of near-death experiences, but the Mountain King is now out on the field as well. That Mountain King, very, very dangerous. Archmage is right here. No more Dust of Appearance charges. The Blade Master is not revealed right now. What is going to be going down? The Mountain King perhaps timing this last Stormbolt. There's the Dust of Appearance, finishes it off, as the Dust of Appearance was in fact on the Mountain King. All right, Dust of Appearance. We do not see anything here. Militia now trying to pull back the other way. Shadowhunter is getting, or should be getting to level 2, but he's actually going to take a lot of damage off of this creep camp. Might be trying to use Healing Wave as well, as the Archmage purposely pulls these units back through the aggro here. All right, that's going to go ahead and try and finish off this Null Warden. Mountain King is in position. Blade Master very much nearby. Blade Master going to get to level 2. There you have it. That Windwalk Strike being ever so powerful, but now the Null Overseer looks as though it will get taken down. All right, Null Overseer, is he going to get the final shot off? Oh, Water Elemental still alive after a lot of heals, purposely destroying that own Water Elemental right there to deny a bit of experience as the Mountain King and Archmage sitting at level 2, level 1. Blade Master is at 2, Shadowhunter is at 2, and also picks up a Robe of the Magi. Robe of Magi, very, very strong item indeed, as the Footman is now scouting all of this out. All right, is that Footman going to be able to get the final shot off there? I'm not sure. No, it did not look like it. No, Mountain King no, actually, I actually believe it might have actually taken that last bit of experience. That Footman could have gotten the kill. But then again, I believe the Blade Master did break Windwalk, so not 100% sure about that. Extremely, extremely close, as we now see the 544 creep camp has been cleared out there. And 544, 533, half of... that actually does make sense. The Blade Master got the kill. It was doing some quick experience math. Blade Master got the kill there. Archmage sitting at level 2. Gonna go ahead and finish off the remainder of this Murlocs before heading over to the Forest Troll Warlord, Forest Troll Berserker. And there you have it, Mountain King right there. And how is this split? It's like half of my game is in English, the other half is in Chinese. Not quite sure what to make of it. Yeah, Ring of Protection, Dust of Appearance. All right, so half of my game is in English, the other half is in Chinese. And Tome of Knowledge was dropped right there, as we are going to see perhaps another... Nope, no additional items. Mountain King still sitting at level 2. Dual Arcane Sanctums. We are going into the Sorceress Adept training, so we are going to have invisibility. Spellbreakers will be there ready to go, as well as there are a lot of Sorceresses here ready to go. The damage from those Sorceresses, double damage, making them actually rather deadly. As you can see that the Red Drake is taking sudden and burst of damage. All right, invisibility on an invisible hexed raccoon. There you go, nicely done, as the red unit's now trying to move back. All right, let's go after this. Stormbolt onto the Blade Master. Water Elemental now coming down. Are we going to see a disenchant? There is one disenchant. Our Archmage is sitting at level 3. Units are fighting every which way. Peon now coming to engage. There is a ensnare. Speed Scroll now being used as well. Mountain King could try to go after all of those units. Mountain King now trying to retreat again, as Th000 losing some units, and that Spirit Link is a very, very big deal. We also do have some healing wards, 46 over 54 compared to 50 over 60. And the more important thing is that the Red Drake is going to fall at the hands of the Shadowhunter, giving him an additional powerful item, maybe even the Blade Master, and that is not what you want to be seeing right now. All right, Bash going after some of those units. Peons now trying to engage. Mountain King could try and get in some Stormbolts. Not quite sure why we don't see that, as the Shadowhunter picks up a second Robe of Magi. All right, if he wasn't a Healing Fiend before, he is now a Healing Fiend times 2, plus 12 intelligence at before the 10-minute mark of this game. And that is an absolutely deadly combination. Blade Master now continuing this fight here. Healing Wave bouncing around. Grunt, is it going to get taken down? Spirit Link acting and doing exactly as it should, as that Grunt now trying to get away. Ensnare onto a Spellbreaker. That Spellbreaker now turning back around to fight. All right, Shadowhunter, is it going to lose a lot of mana with the Spellbreakers focusing it down? That perhaps is the downside of having that much mana, but it doesn't look like the Shadowhunters realize what's really going on. Ethereal Form on a Spirit Walker trying to come through. Stormbolt on a Blademaster. Blademaster out of mana. Blademaster is in trouble. Kodo Beast, Spirit, Healing Ward now being placed down. Book of the Dead dropped in position as there is no Dispel magic coming in from those priests. They are still at only tier 1. All right, Archmage now needs to try and get away, trying to continue this fight here, trying to not burn a Scroll of Town Portal. Mountain King gets in a bash right there and could have an additional Stormbolt come across as well. Damage is coming across. Archmage dies. The Archmage dies even though it had a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability and a Scroll of Town Portal. And Th000, who was looking to be doing such a great job, all of a sudden getting picked apart by a level 5 Shadowhunter. All right, plus 12 intelligence, already at 42 intelligence. Very high indeed, 630 mana, getting a free Spellbreaker there. Big Bad Voodoo is highly likely on the table, but we don't know for certain as of yet. Mountain King trying to finish things off. Archmage in the back here, perhaps placing down a Healing Ward would be very helpful, as that is a lot of damage coming across every which way. 31 over 54 compared to 49 over 60. Blademaster nearing resurrection as Th000 just fell asleep at the wheel. Did not realize how low on life his Archmage was. Perhaps it was lag. Whatever the situation, Th000 is currently down in game number 3. Will he be able to bounce back and recover? That is the question now, as the Archmage heads over to this location here and is going to notice, hey, there is nothing to really creep left. Back off to the north, you do see a skeletal minion in position. Watcher Ward is right here. Both sides are going to engage each other. Shadowhunter already at 260 mana. Mountain King picks up an item, Ring of Regeneration. That is fairly useful at this point. Is Mountain King going to teleport? Yes, he will. Sorceress dies as well. And there is the GG. Th000 realizing that, you know what, I cannot finish this off. You just took too much of a lead. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 3.